It was a dark and stormy night when Emily decided to venture into the infamous Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. She had heard tales of its haunted history, and her curiosity couldn't resist the allure of the enigmatic mansion. Guided only by a flickering lantern, Emily stepped into the eerie silence that engulfed the mansion. As she explored the winding corridors, Emily couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The walls seemed to whisper ancient secrets, and each creaking floorboard echoed like a haunting melody. The air grew colder with every step, and the shadows danced menacingly, making her heart race. Suddenly, a door creaked open on its own, drawing her attention to a dimly lit room. Intrigued and unnerved, Emily cautiously entered. The room was cluttered with old furniture and cobwebs, but it was the paintings on the walls that caught her eye. The eyes of the people in the portraits seemed to follow her, their gazes filled with sorrow and longing. As she tried to shake off the unease, Emily noticed something peculiar, a series of etchings on the walls. The intricate pattern seemed almost like a code, a message left by someone or something. Her curiosity got the better of her, and she ran her fingers over the strange markings, feeling a shiver down her spine. A sudden gust of wind slammed the door shut, trapping Emily inside the room. Panic crept up her spine as she struggled to open it, but it remained firmly shut. The walls seemed to close in on her, and the paintings appeared to shift their gazes, as if judging her presence in the room. Desperate to escape, Emily called out for help, but her cries echoed back at her mockingly. The walls whispered in hushed voices, taunting her with secrets she couldn't comprehend. In her fear, she ran her hands over the etchings again, hoping they held the key to her salvation. As Emily traced the patterns, she noticed the room's temperature dropping drastically. Her breath formed a mist in the air, and she could feel an icy grip tightening around her. A feeling of dread washed over her as the etchings seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. With trembling hands, Emily deciphered the hidden message within the etchings, a plea for release from the restless spirits that haunted the Winchester house. They spoke of a curse that trapped them within its walls, seeking solace in the living world. Emily's heart sank as she realized the true horror of her situation. The walls continued to whisper, their voices growing louder and more desperate. Emily's fear intensified as she felt an invisible force pushing her towards a hidden door. The spirits demanded release, and they saw her as their only hope. She had unwittingly stumbled upon their plea for freedom. Hesitant and terrified, Emily pushed open the hidden door, revealing a narrow passageway that led deeper into the mansion's labyrinthine structure. The spirits' anguish filled the air, and Emily could no longer deny their existence. She was now an unwilling vessel, bound to fulfill their dark desire for escape. With each step, the whispers intensified, resonating in Emily's mind like a maddening chorus. The passageway seemed to stretch endlessly, and she lost track of time as she ventured deeper into the heart of the Winchester house's malevolence. Finally, the passageway opened into a vast chamber adorned with ornate symbols and sigils. The spirit's presence was palpable, and Emily felt their collective pain and desperation seeping into her very soul. In her heart, she knew there was only one way to grant them release. Trembling, Emily raised her hand and began to etch the same pattern she had seen in the room before. The walls shuddered and trembled, and the spirits' whispers grew frantic. With each stroke, their cries intensified until they seemed to echo through the entire mansion. As Emily completed the final etching, a blinding light engulfed the chamber, and the spirits' anguished wails reached a deafening crescendo. And then there was silence. The walls ceased their whispering, and the malevolent presence lifted from the Winchester house. Emily stood alone in the chamber, the weight of what she had done sinking in. The spirits were free, but she was forever changed. From that day on, Emily's life was haunted by the Winchester house. The etchings had marked her, binding her to the restless spirit she had released. Their whispers followed her wherever she went, a constant reminder of the horror she had unleashed. The Winchester Mystery House continued to stand, its enigmatic halls echoing with the echoes of the past. Emily's fate became entwined with the mansion's dark history, her soul forever bound to the whispers of the walls, a chilling testament to the price of curiosity and the enduring power of the supernatural.